Hi, my name is Sasha. Welcome back to my channel. Hello and welcome to my December TBR, the last TBR of 2020. I am so excited for this year to be over. So excited. So excited for Christmas and like the joy of holidays. I just had Thanksgiving. It was not as fun as it usually is, but you know, it's 2020. So I created a 5-star predictions video at the beginning of this year, and I only read two books on that list. It's kind of embarrassing, but before this year is up, I would like to have read all of them. So I have some of them physically and some of them digitally, and some I had to order from the library because they didn't have them. So we'll just get into it. So the first one is this beauty, The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. This, I'm not entirely sure what it's about. It's about a kid named Zach who's in college, and he finds a book in a library at his university, and it has a story from his childhood in it, and sends him on some kind of adventure. And I loved The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, and so I would like to read this and also love it, and hopefully give it 5 stars. Hopefully I give all of these books 5 stars, but you never know. I did, side note, I did give the two books that I read on this list 5 stars both. So hopefully these are also 5 stars. Next, I would like to read Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. I've heard not great things about this recently. People say Jay Kristoff is a misogynist. I haven't seen Read with Cindy's video on it, but apparently there's a boob job, and if there is, I'm just gonna stop reading because I can't deal with that. But I have been wanting to read this for such a long time that I just figured, you know what, I'm gonna read it. And so if I don't like it, I'll have another book on my most disappointing books of 2020 list. But if I do like it, then I can just read the next books. Hopefully I'm in the group that likes it, because I don't like reading books that I don't think I'm gonna like. Next, I would like to read The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson. Like I said in last video, I don't know what this is about. I know that people eat metals and get powers from it, and there's a girl named Vin in it, and there's an evil that's reigned for like 1,000 years that they want to defeat. So yeah, it's like a wasteland. I want to get into the Cosmere, so this is the place I'm gonna start. I kind of read like the first couple paragraphs and I have no idea what's going on, so great start. Next, I would like to read Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. I have started this and I already love it. I'm so excited to keep reading it. It is the cutest thing. Like, I love the president's son. I already forgot his name. I love him, and I love his sister, June, I think her name is. That could be wrong. But also Henry, I think the prince's name is. He's so, like, funny. They're all so funny. Like, this book is so funny. And how many times can you say funny in 3 seconds? But yeah, it seems really cute, and I feel like it's gonna be one that I give 5 stars. All of these, I already said this is all of these are the ones that I want to give 5 stars, but this one particularly, I already feel it like in my soul. Like, you know that feeling when you're reading a book and you just know you're gonna give it 5 stars? That's how I feel after reading like 3% of Red, White, and Royal Blue. Next, I would like to read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is about a woman named Monique who works at a magazine, and she gets this call that she is going to be interviewing Evelyn Hugo, who's like this fancy movie star from like the 60s, and she only wants Monique to interview her. So I've listened to about 16% of this on audiobook, and I love Evelyn, I love Monique, I just love them. And I don't know if I'm going to give it 5 stars particularly. It hasn't hit that mark yet that I'm like, this is 5 stars, but it is really good, and I do want to listen to more of it. I totally forgot to tell you what Nevernight and Red, White, and Royal Blue are about. So Nevernight is about this girl named Mia who goes to like be an assassin nun and get revenge on the people who killed her family, I think. And then Red, White, and Royal Blue is about the president's son and the prince of the royal family in Britain or England. I can never figure out which one I'm supposed to say. But it is a romance, and it is adorable. So next, I would like to read Radio Silence by Alice Oseman. This is another one that I'm not entirely sure what it's about. There's a podcast, and a girl who likes the podcast and a boy who does the podcast, and they meet and they talk. And a lot of people like this book, and I feel like I will also like the book. I tend to like books that other people, like lots of people like, because I'm not one of those people that's like hates on popular books. I tend to just really like popular books. Maybe that makes me a conformist, but yeah, so hopefully I like it. Next, I would like to read The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. Like I said in my last video, I got about 25% of the way through this, and was not entirely sure what was going on, but it was on audiobook. Did I say that? And I think that reading it physically will improve my comprehension. So I had a lot of fun with it when I was reading it on audiobook. So hopefully this is another one that I will give 5 stars. The last 5-star read, the last book on my 5-star predictions list is The Diviners by Libba Bray. I read, what's that trilogy called? It's like a trilogy, A Sweet and something by Libba Bray. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. But it was really good. I really enjoy Libba Bray's writing. And I'm hoping that I will enjoy The Diviners. The Diviners is about psychics in like 1920s New York or Chicago or one of those fancy cities. Detroit? I don't know. But I love psychics. I love 1920s. So yeah, I'm hoping that I give that 5 stars. But I forgot to tell you what The Raven Boys is about. So there's a girl named Blue, and she lives in a family of psychics. So when she goes to a cemetery on St. Mark's Eve and sees a ghost, she's very astounded because she's not supposed to see ghosts, but her I'm not British, I shouldn't say aunt. Her Aunt Neve tells her that means that the fact that she sees him means she either killed him or he's her first love. And she's always had this prediction from her family that the first boy she ever kisses is going to die. So on the other side of that, there's 4 boys that go to Aglenby, which is a school in the city or in the town that Blue lives in, who are all looking for this Welsh king named Glendower. And that's all I know. It's good though. It's good. The last book that I know I will be reading is Raybearer by Jordan Ifueko. So this is the Chaos Rising Book Club's pick for December, and that's like the only book club that I faithfully try to follow. I didn't read Black Sun last month, but I just came back to BookTube, so I didn't know that was a thing. But I love that group. They're so fun, and so I know that Sophia read this and loved it and gave it 5 stars, and I trust her taste. Like, she has a great taste, So I'm hoping that this is going to be a 5 stars for me. Hopefully all the books that I read in December are 5 stars, but you never know. Maybe I'll have some massive disappointments on here, and then they'll be on my worst books of 2020 list. Because that's actually a really small list at this point. I mostly just read books that I really enjoyed this year, and I'm really thankful for that, because this year was shit otherwise. So, yeah. Tell me down below what you are going to be reading in December. Link me your TBRs if you have posted a video of it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!